Hello, hello. There we go. Yeah, not sure why. Um, I turned off the mic and for some reason it didn't work. Uh, huh, that's weird. Alright. You guys can hear me now, right? Alright. There we are. Alright, cool. So, that you guys didn't hear that complete soliloquy that I had talked about. So, um, was it Sunday? I had 78. Then I stopped playing the last 2 days. And then I was playing last night. I decided to bang out level 80. And essentially what happened was I saw the post by the fact that they were going to they're going to fix the leveling because apparently the leveling was very fast, which it was. And I will say I was full gear from Dragonflight PvP, and this was the first, probably, I think it's the first expansion that I haven't had to upgrade any gear whatsoever from one to or the levels that you were going from. So this one was 70 to 80. I didn't need to upgrade any levels, so any gear whatsoever. So I banged out level 80, which was pretty quick. Um, then over the course of like, I guess like 5 hours, I would say I did my honor gear, which is what you see on the screen right now. Now, I banged it up pretty quick, and granted, you are the horde, so I don't want to hear any complaints. Granted, you lose a lot. I probably won only about 20% of my games, but um, I still gained honor pretty quick because you get the bonus honor because you're over the bonus enlistment honor because you're there aren't as many people queuing for horde. Um, and of course I'm a rogue, so I can kind of pick my own fight, so it's not as bad. But still, the other people that were also losing were part of my group, so um, I had the same issues that they had as far as being able to actually win. Um, uh, but I will say, during the course when I fully got my gear, as a Sub Rogue, the gameplay isn't. It's very worrisome because they had talked about fixing the whack-a-mole gameplay from a PvE perspective, and from a PvP perspective, it bleeds into it. What's that, Frostbite? Um, so from a PvE perspective, this bleeds into PvP. So they said they were going to fix the whack-a-mole gameplay, which, I mean, from what I saw, granted, it's just the start of the expansion, but still, it's not a great sign because the gameplay is exactly like what the last couple expansion packs, which is healers being overpowered to the point where you need 100% dampening to be able to fight these healers. Um, Being able to insta-cast or have cooldowns constantly to deal with the amount of damage that's going around. They've gotta lower stuff, and I guess over the next couple seasons they will. I didn't expect that they were going to all of a sudden fix the problems that the last couple of years have had with the game, but still, it would have been nice if I could have seen um, more of a f- of a kind of, I don't know, something, because this just seems exactly the same as previous. So For me, um, you know, I expect that the beginning of the PvP season is going to be exactly like the last one. So, I stopped playing in. So this is from Frostbite. Stopped playing in Shadowlands. It's been a while, but I'm trying to resist going back. All right, so it really depends upon what you played at the time. If you Frostbite, if you played a healer, then especially PvP, then you're in a good perspective. If you play a healer, period, you're in a good point. If you play DPS, it all depends on the DPS. I mean, generally speaking, it's like 5% across the board that um you know, the variance between the worst and the best. Unless you're playing a top guild, you know, the damage is going to really be the same for the DPS. It really is if you feel like, you know, I will say this. Playing every single, because I played the World of Warcraft in for 20 plus years. I played a rogue for 20 plus years. This expansion, it's the best in the Legion as far as the leveling goes, as far as the storyline goes. I'm still on the fence about the PvP. We'll see what they do. PvE, I'm hoping that the game continues to be good because I care about the storyline. So we'll see. So ZF, what's up, what's up, big baller? What's up, dude? Just logged into my rogue, considering meaning this expansion. Any advice? So what I would say is, I fixed up my UI to make it as clean as possible. I mean, in Sub Rogue, the majority of the people that I've played against, have been assassination and in BG's assassination, and I think a couple of them have been combat or outlaw. It is unbelievably boring playing outlaw. You have no damage. So because of the nerf to 25, I think it's 25 seconds. 25 seconds on kidney shot, whereas before it was 20. Or is it 30 seconds? Oh, actually, let's see. It is 30 seconds, so it hurts sub immensely. Not having your kidney shot up from PvP perspective. Also, gouge is on a cooldown. I think it's now 20? Or is 15? 25 seconds or 15. Subtlety doesn't hurt it because from PvP perspective, you always wind up taking the talent. You take the talent Thieves Bargain, right? And you have quicker vanishes, and then you vanish on top of that. You have 2, and then you take the Invigorating Shadow Dust as part of your spec. So from that perspective, you don't have to worry about cooldowns. But from a PvP perspective, rogues are not looking great. From a PvE perspective, rogues are not looking great. If you're just a social player, I would give it a shot. I think that this expansion, as far as the storyline, as far as you know, the Warcraft fantasy, is the best it's been since Legion. I feel like having the lead writer essentially come back to the game of World of Warcraft helped a lot, and I know that they're on this three arc expansion back to get back to the point from where the last couple expansions, BFA, Shadowlands, and especially Dragonflight was just unbelievably bore. Monk Affliction lock, hard to go with Rogue. Yeah, I would say. Again, I enjoy Sub Rogue, so I'm gonna play a Sub Rogue. I don't have a problem with the spec. I feel like it's fun as hell. The hero talents that they added. Thank God they didn't add another button to play. Another button to press, but these are all my buttons that have cooldowns on them. I think the only one that I don't have here is Backstab and Shadow Strike, because it's part of my my stealth bar. but everything else is generally something that is cooldown related. So I'm missing probably at least 10 to 15 hotkeys on my bar, which I don't need to see because I already memorized them by heart. But yeah, I would say definitely go with a monk. Either go with I would say with affliction warlock. Geez, yeah, either monk or affliction. Affliction probably is your best bet. PvP with rogues is PvP. Yeah, again, because of the way that the healing is currently in the game, um, rogues just suffer because we don't have that constant push. We don't have the cooldowns to stay out there consistently. And one thing I noticed, AB, Wrathy Basin, which I loved, I would go to, cap something solo, but people live long enough now where before, if they made a mistake, I could capitalize on it. Now people just, I don't know, people live forever, and they live long enough, just enough to get to that next person to come save them. Even in a pug scenario, where rogues used to rule AB, any kind of capture the flag board, or capture, points, rogues would always dominate. So, controversial questions: are paladins playable in PvP? Oh yeah. So Rets are definitely playable. Um, they're probably the squishiest outside of their cooldowns because they have the bubble, they have their bop, which I know isn't crit, but against a rogue, I mean, probably saying paladin is probably the it's good. I will say this: red is good in PvP, and from a holy perspective, I haven't seen any kind of mana issues yet for healers, but I haven't gotten into um any arena games to find out as far as dampening goes. So, from my perspective, I would say yes. I think all the healers are in a good spot. Again, just from doing a couple of BGs, I got all of my honor gear, and then I did probably about 5 BGs to gauge what the gameplay is going to be like, because they talked about fixing the whack-a-mole from a PvE perspective, which bleeds down to PvP, but I didn't see it. I didn't see it at all. Healers were a fully gear healer in full honor gear against people who weren't in full honor gear, or even full honor gear. A Resto Shaman, he was tanking like 5 people. I was like, I had full gear on. I'm like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. So hopefully, I don't know. I guess they're not going to make their healing spells um, scale as well as they have in the past. But that's the only thing I can think of, because they still have their instacast abilities. They have everything that is still there. So, Frostbite. Used to really enjoy healing. Was more of a challenge than the rather task. Yeah, it's weird because I feel like healing is a very hard and it's a very taxing job and stressful, especially PvP, because you need to be aware of what's going on, your positioning. Drinking used to be a big part of the game. Now it is, but it's more when deep dampening takes place. Or if you're in a BG or RBG and the games are going on for a long time, and you're a healer who doesn't have a way, for instance, like fist weaving monks, to get their mana back easily. I still don't understand the crazy Dino Boy healers. I don't understand the dragon healing, and that's probably the biggest complaint that I have about WoW, is I used to literally be outside of Orgrimmar and Ironforge in vanilla when I played a human rogue. But outside of outside of Orgrimmar for hours upon hours, dueling people and learning cooldowns. The last couple expansions, because they added so many cooldowns, it's hard to really gauge what people have or what the cooldown is. They just handed stuff out like willy-nilly. So anyway, what I think is um we'll see what they do as far as the healing goes. I'm on the fence 50-50% to see what they're going to do from a PvP perspective. From a PvE perspective, I feel like they're going the right way. The story is a lot better. It's a lot easier to follow. It's better from the perspective of it follows more along the lines of Warcraft fantasy. Oh, thanks, CF. Yeah, what I want to show you guys is because I had the early access to the game, so I got my full honor gear. Took probably about six hours, even being horde, even losing as much as I did. Now on the map, this is the first area you're gonna go to. So looking at the map totally, you can see the new area, Kazakh Agar. It's southeast of Kalimdor, but from the perspective of what you're gonna do, this is the first place you're gonna go to, and the main city is a lot less obnoxious, at least from my perspective, than Dragonflight. Showing you right off from the beginning, the area for PvP. You have your training dummies right out in the front here, right? Yeah, this long entrance to here. You got your PvP, all your training dummies, all of the dungeon dummies. PvP are over on the left side, dungeon are over on the left side. As far as vendors to buy your gear, you're gonna have them right here. They're pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You have your war mode quartermaster competition recipe. Really, it's your honor guard quartermaster and your conquest quartermaster. So you know, there's nothing on the vendor right now. There's no conquest to speak of. I think this starts September 10th. So I'm ahead of the curve as far as I'm glad I'm done with the honor. You can upgrade your honor gear from a PvE perspective. All of the set bonuses stopped at level 80, I want to say. Or no, the set bonuses still work, but the PV, like the boots bonus or the crafted bonuses stopped at level 80. You can upgrade your honor gear over on the left hand side, or any of your gear for that matter. What I would recommend is this macro. I noticed that my floating combat text stopped working randomly, just for no reason whatsoever. So I would highly recommend you pick up this macro. Let me put it in the chat. What is it? It's my dagger. There it is. I would highly set this up as a macro, and anytime that you're playing the game, that you put this on, because man, just randomly my floating combat text, in-game floating combat text, this is the Blizzard floating combat text, will stop working for no reason. And it's annoying because I'm trying to see as Rogue, the bleeds that are still on me, or the healing that's going on me. You know, I'm trying to gauge what I can do, and all of a sudden my floating combat text is not working. So this is for your floating combat text. This will help you. This is essentially if you go over to target dummy. So you see the numbers coming up. this should be on by default all the time. See, my healing is coming up, right? This will automatically, even though you'll have it enabled, it will not work. You'll zone into a delve, you'll zone into a dungeon, you'll zone into a BG, and randomly it will not be working. It's super frustrating. So again, I have it set up as a macro. I just click on it anytime that I feel like it's not working. I also cleaned up some of my mods. I use Ice HUD for my slice and dice, as well as my yep. Yeah, that's for floating combat text. It's again, you'll zone in randomly to dungeons, and I've noticed this with Dragonflight. The last patch of Dragonflight, this will randomly stop working. No, it's not even a weak aura. It's just what's in the game normally. This is normally in World of Warcraft. They have their own floating combat text, so you don't have to worry about having your own weak aura for or anything. This is by default what's in the game. So this should work. This hockey should work, and it should reset your floating combat X if you're not noticing. If you're noticing it not working, for your periodic damage or your standard damage or your finisher damage, etc., your healing, etc. So you can upgrade your honor gear, from a PvE perspective, because the honor gear goes up to, I think it's 558, and it goes 626. And when you're in PvP situations, so obviously when you're out doing world PvP, if you have it turned on, or in the arenas or RBGs. So the gauge that I have around my character is whenever I activate its Ice HUD. And so whenever this is measuring my buff subterfuge, and it's also my fine weakness. So anytime that I open on a character, and also I also have one for, so if you see, I have one for rupture, one for fine weakness, one for slice and dice, because this is my healing. Also, I also have one for shadow dance. So normally when out of control, I had this set up with a ton of buttons, a ton of cooldowns. I think I'm going to set it up with Cloak of Shadows again, so I can see the second Cloak of Shadows is about to end. Shadow Dance I already have it set up with. I think I'll set it up with also, oh shoot, I forgot I did not set this up on macro. But I also set it up with I think with Symbols of Death too. It's really specific for your character and your class. It is an add-on. It is an add-on. So what I would do is I'm gonna list after this video in the comment section, or in the description, I'll list the name of the add-on that I have, Ice HUD, and I can walk you through setting it up for your character. Essentially, it's really easy. It's an old mod. It's been around for 15, 20 years, or at least 15 years. But it's good because because as a rogue, you need to know when your subtlety is running out. You need to know when your fighting weakness is running out, when your shadow dance is running out, when especially you have your rupture up. Because I have, I think two. Yeah, I have two targets will get ruptured, so I have it on all three of my targets from a PvE perspective and a PvP perspective. It's good to have these add-ons. Don't go crazy with the amount of things that you're watching. You could set up a weak aura to do the same thing. I don't like weak auras. I'm old. And I'm used to using Ice HUD. But I've had, I redid all of my add-ons, redid all of my UI. So it's nice and clean, easy to follow as much as possible. So you guys will hopefully get some good twos action, or I'll do some solo shuffle. I was really looking forward to doing the RBG solo shuffle, but oh man, if healing is the same way, it's so frustrating. Um, Geez, I don't even know if there's dampening in RBGs. I don't think so. And I'm so, at least in solo shuffle, they start out immediately with high level of dampening to help deal with the healing. Um, because you wind up, the matches just go on forever. So I'm hoping that they fix the problem with the healing. So, alright, so that's going to be it for my complaining as far as that goes. Now, again, like I said, the starting city, I'm 80. You open it up, it's nice and open. You have your PvP area, you have your PvP vendors, you have your PvP um, target dummies that you can smack. You have your honor, you have your honor vendor, you have your conquest quartermaster. Everything is set up nicely. More so than it was weird in Dragonflight, how everything was to, I don't know, it felt like, I don't know, I just did not like that expansion, so anything about that expansion I did not like. So but as you see, it's open, nice and open. The quests are all completed here. I don't know actually where uh where the um the bank is. Because I would think it's pretty close. I think I've probably been there. I probably just haven't noticed it. Go back to Frostbite Geo. Yeah, I used to love a healing add-on over cold helium. It was amazing for me. Yeah, I think the problem with healing hopefully will be fixed in this expansion. I know a lot of the healers from PvE perspective were complaining because it was so um it was so stressful. Because people were just whack-a-mole. They were full HPs, and they were almost dead. Same thing with the tank. Tanks were generally self-sufficient to the point where in the raids they were okay, and then they were dead. Um, this expansion, I hope it's more than just what they've done with the tanks per se. That they've also fixed some of the healing, because the tanks, um, again, I've heard that their plan was to make the tanks less self-sufficient. So I'm not sure how well that's gonna work. Um, uh, tanks could kind of, because I played a monk tank, played a brewmaster. I think it's season 3 of this Dragonflight expansion, and I did most of the instants. And I think I did. I think they added the Legion dungeons, and all I did was just Legion dungeons because that's what I was used to previous on my monk. So, yeah. So I'm hoping they didn't screw enough as much with tanks. I know that playing, I know that playing a tank, um, more people play tanks than healers. Especially from the perspective of PvE mythic dungeons, because I would sit in a queue longer than I was expected. Um, I I thought that I would get insta queue, but for the most part insta queues. But healers are, I don't know, the healing is in such a weird place because they've made the healers overpowered to the point where you have a cooldown for almost everything, but I don't know. I don't know. What's up, What's up, Thanos? What's going on, sir? I'm still waiting for them to come out with a company to come out with a custom figure of of tanks. I mean of your figure, of your transmog, because I would pay good money to get my rogue transmog out fixed. Um, I would pay good money to have somebody 3D um print. Well, not 3D print, but like 3D make my rogue, because I'd like a 6, or even I'll take a 1/18th scale figure of my rogue. I don't want a McFarlane figure. Um, Most tanks I used to heal as are inflated. You'll just heal me, take out the part. Yeah, I'll tell you what. They lost again. This is from what they've talked about. Is they said that tanks are going to lose a lot of their sustainability. So they will be more reliant upon healers than they have been in the past. Um, we'll see. But again, from my perspective, from healing, um, I feel like nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. It's still, people still have, healers still have the abilities, that they had before. So, alright, so this is the auction house. So this, if we look at the map, we're coming up from the entrance. You have your PvP area over here, your PvP vendors, your upgrade vendors. So auction house is over here. I think somebody said there was a problem with the auction house, but bank. Let's go see where the bank is.
The Titans will return.
What do you know? Right next to me. Good. At least they had a good. At least they had a good developer design the levels for this. All right, so Great Vault generally. Yep. So this is the Guild Vault. And the Great Vault, I don't see over here.
Communication initiated.
Great Vault, where are we at? So if you don't remember, the Great Vault, oh, it's right behind me. All right, so the Great Vault is here. Can't click on any of it because it's not active yet. I think September 7th is when it's gonna be active. You could probably put the armor and put it on one of the memory or Mithril Studios figures. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. What was the add-on of the text window? So this is an awesome window. This is an awesome add-on. This is called let me pull up the add-on. This is called Narcissus. Let me type the name of it into chat. Narcissus. So this is a great this is a great add-on. CICUSS. Hold on. So yeah, Narcissus is awesome. It takes the when you talk to an NPC. Well, this guy doesn't want to talk to me. When you talk to an NPC, it gives you a more of a better feel and a better look for what you're saying, and this is just a general NPC. You're asking for directions and so on. But when you actually go to a guy who has a quest for you, it looks and feels better. The other portion of this is you right click on this. You can take screenshots very easily. You can take nice nice screenshots of your character. You can set up any way that you want your character to look. Melee animation wise, let's see. So we want to, I think the unarmed one is one of my favorites. Oops. Let's do unarmed. Yeah, unarmed attack. Well, if the guy is talking, but yeah, it's a really cool add-on. It adds a lot of flavor to the game. It adds a lot of fluff to the game that the game needed or probably should have had already added. So, they've added some since I last used it. It was just character under one. Yeah, they I think it was Bellular. I was watching, and he's the one who really put me onto it. When you click on it, normally you get all your equipment. You get a nice screen. I think I posted this on Instagram and Facebook. Also for my for the thumbnail for the stream. This works pretty good. It tells you everything, gives you a quick heads up over all of your equipment. I got all my honor gear done. And then again, if you talk to, I think I was actually pretty happy. I finished all the quests in this area. But if you go over to talk to this guy, I think this is the quest. Well, anyway, you get more of a better view of whatever the quest guy is. You get more of a role-playing type of view. You get a better feel for what the character is. So yeah, it's much better than the base UI. I will say that. So what I want to do really quickly is I want to show you guys some PvP. I'm fully geared, so I want to show you really quickly what the as far as fully geared for the right now. Horde, you're really going to be it's such a crapshoot with Horde. I would say, like I was saying before, probably 1 in 5 BGs would I win. I did not want to go and give a shot to, I think I did one brawl and I lost that one. And I did not do epic battlegrounds because I did not get the bonus, the enlistment bonus. So at least you get the enlistment bonus as Horde for random battlegrounds and comp stomp. So this should be a pretty quick queue. I just want to show you guys overall what I'm feeling. If you're interested in PvP, what I feel like, because I don't know. I feel like nothing has changed. I feel like this is the exact same as the last expansion or the last season of Dragonflight. While it pops up, I'll show you your hero talents. So you get 2 hero, based upon your spec, you get 2 hero trees to go down. Either for Sub Rogue, you picked either Trickster or Deathstalker, and it's all about the first talent, right? Both all across the board, everything is passive. I am actually going to go Deathstalker because one of the problems I have with Trickster is that it cleaves. It causes your normal abilities to cleave. And from a rogue perspective, that's not great, especially when you're going for a gouge or a blind. You're kind of stuck in that scenario where all of a sudden you cleave and you break your CC. So it's not great. It's not great. So I'm kind of forced to play the secondary class unless they fix it for PvP. I haven't tried in PvP, but Deathstalker seems like the best thing for me. Deathstalker's mark, essentially it makes your Shadow Strike or your backstab, backstab or Gloomblade if you're playing it more powerful. And there are some other talents, like for instance, one of them takes Cloak of Shadows from, I think it's 8 seconds now. Hold on. No, it's 5 seconds. And then with the talent, it adds 2 additional seconds onto it. Or you can take your Cloak of Shadows, adds 20% physical damage reduction for those 5 seconds, or and also your evasion adds 20% damage reduction to magical damage. So it's nice. It's nice that the ability is there's another button to add to your hotkey, your hotbar. But again, I was hoping that healing would feel more of a change of it. So Frostbite I played from Burning Crusade, Shadowlands, and Brothers There's one alliance tutorial. I can max out Title Alliance Garbage. Yeah, I always played. I originally started on Gorfian Alliance years and years ago for vanilla, and then I jumped over to Burning Crusade. During Burning Crusade over to um, the Burning Crusade server, and then I jumped over to Mal'Ganis because of a PvP perspective. Because all the people I played with generally quit. So I'm hoping. Oh, that's a cloud map. So I'm hoping. So I moved over to Mal'Ganis. I think in Kata. From to just to get a better stance of PvP and more people to PvP with. Alright, there we go. They stunned me. See, healer. Up. It's funny that they. Alright, healers down, healers down. This is Shadow Priest. Yeah, it's Shadow Priest. I feel bad for. Jesus Christ, we have 2 Demon Hunter here. Oh my god. And somehow I still took. Look, my healing on this is out healing the dots by far easily. So Shadow Priests are not meant to dot, they're meant to do direct damage. It's funny that they I don't know, I feel my wife plays a Shadow Priest, but one of the things too is they added 6 seconds to Subterfuge, where before it was a 3-second cooldown. And here's your question about paladins. Still crazy. That's a rat. One thing. Oh my god, I was in a vanished dodge. What? Dodge my gouge? That was weird. At least I thought I gouged him. That's weird. Alright, so we're winning this BG. There goes my word about as far as winning 1 out of 5. Yeah, it's this this BG. Jeez, I think this came out during Burning Crusade. I want to say Burning Crusade, but it's gone through different developments. We got some alliance over here, keeping this, so we'll keep. We'll run over to here. One thing that they did do was they changed Vanish. There's Gallus. They changed Vanish to 1.5 second duration, which is complete ass. I don't know. And my stealth randomly breaks all the time. So you vanish. I think it was 2.5 seconds before. You vanish, and then people just do random. You know, they go crazy with AEs, and they knock you out of stealth. So it's not looking great for a rogue from that perspective, especially BGs. All right. Feared. Look at this. I'm sorry, but Yeah, this is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. So we had, I think it was one holy priest or one disc priest and one shadow priest, and he was able to keep him up consistently. I wasn't tunneling one target. I'm fully geared. There's no way that that healer should have been able to keep up both of those, both the shadow priest and the disc priest as well. And they did enough damage. That's the other thing two healers have now is disc priests have always had heal damage, but it's gotten to the point where it's crazy. Where the best character by far is the healer in the BG or the arena. Let's see. So we have one healer. Oh, we got one priest. That's a shadow priest. Yep. Did he not throw dots on me? Yeah, he threw dots on me. Okay. It's so weird. Why am I getting snared? Vanish immediately should remove any snare effects. Why am I getting snared again? Same thing with hamstring that I've noticed is I'll get snared. Now watch me fall off. Yep. Oh, that was good actually. He right as he came around the side, I jumped over to sap him, but he immuned it, or he made himself missable. So I missed my sap, and then he was able to finish me off. As essentially, though, we're still dominating. We're still easily winning this PG. So, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm hoping that they do something with the healing. Blood Shadow Priest. Shadow Priests are good. They have some good tools. I just I don't know. I feel like I can do stuff. I don't want to go back to there. I'm not gonna make it in time. That's against a Death Knight. Ooh. So you know what? Okay. And I'm trying to record. What's insane is the amount of, so what do I have? I have dots on me. What's so funny is I cloaked off all oh my god. It's almost like BC where, not BC, I forgot, I think it was, I forgot what expansion it was where we had 90% Cloak of Shadows as a rogue. But and people would just cast into my cloak constantly to win the lottery, and did not feel like it was 90%. That's for sure. Definitely did not feel like it was 90%. But from a PVE perspective, rather PvP perspective, meh, it feels like the last expansion. It doesn't feel like anything different. Um, I'm hoping that the uh, the next couple or when we get the next season, I guess healing isn't gonna scale as much because um, you have immunities from healers that are just unbelievable, uh, and it's making gameplay turn into the need for dampening. I've run around with 5 stacks of or 4 stack or 3 stacks of wound, and it's not noticeable at all versus a healer, even versus a hybrid healer. You still don't feel like it's noticeable. You don't feel like you do anything to stop their healing. So, but from an expansion perspective, this is the best expansion since Legion as far as storyline, as far as I'm concerned. This is the main area that you're going to start at. It's all open. It all has to do with the dwarves, so it has a nice storyline, nice perspective, especially if you're into D&D. It's very Warhammer Fantasy related. Um, I'm gonna teleport now back down to underneath the ground, essentially, where I dinged level 80. Um, essentially down here, this is the first expansion where I think since Catawood Deep Home was the closest I got to an underground expansion. This is a true underground expansion, even though this does not look like it. Um, this is it visually looks great. Um, this is not the tip of Sargeras' sword. I thought it was too. This is just some. I don't want to ruin the storyline for you, but it's essentially Sargeras' sword pushed this crystal down farther down deep, and it triggers. It essentially goes from this purple night vision to a it makes all the animals kind of like nighttime, kind of like Castlevania back in the day on the Nintendo. At nighttime, it would make the monsters stronger, and essentially it does the same thing here. And then during the day, um, this entire crystal becomes lighted up, so it looks like the sun. It's very impressive. They did a quite a nice job as far as the graphics components to it. This is a large area. This is the first area you jump down. I tried to complete all the quests. I failed miserably. Um, I, I yeah, I will say this, Thanos. It looks good. It looks really good. I get all of the PvE components. As much as I'm complaining right now about PvP, all the PvE components, everything visually looks great. Now for some reason I got SMBG again. But from a visual perspective and from a Warcraft fantasy perspective, this is the best expansion since Legion. Um, this item I have will randomly turn me into a the dwarf of this expansion. I forgot what they're called, but essentially it's they remind me of the Servant Mount from D&D Forgotten Realms, if you're a fan of the R.A. Salvatore books. But what is it? I think it's a pick. It's a pickaxe right here. Cursed pickaxe. While this item is in your inventory, oops. While this item is in your inventory bags, equipped or being used for Tramshock, you will occasionally be consumed by the curse. So it will randomly turn me into the NPC. It will change my visual appearance. So went back. So a lot of my friends went back with the expansion, and they're trying to get me back on. I will say this: it's fun. I really, I had a lot of fun. So BFA, I wish I played Alliance. I would have probably enjoyed the expansion a lot more. I was stuck with the trolls of Zulgar. I think Zulgar. Um and they were not. I've dealt with trolls before. I would have been much more akin to the expansion with the if they would have had the option to go to the Alliance area, because that was more. I don't know. It seemed a lot more fun, a lot more D&D related, a lot more fantasy related than it was with the damn trolls all over again. But I got my favorite transmog. This transmog I got from BFA actually. It's in stealth now. But this is my favorite transmog. We got one druid here. Oh, we got a tank here. Great. Oh no, wait, this is a tank. I'm not sure why he tried to face tank two rogues, but okay. I just told my wife about how it felt dangerous watching you play. She said I should start playing. Well, if one thing I will say is, you don't need to be on the same server. You don't even need to be alliance to play with Horde. They've even in the same guild. I invited my friend from another server who's playing a Night Elf Warrior to my guild, on the Horde servers. This is a Horde guild, and I have I think I have it's right here. Yeah, Bonobi. But yeah, you don't even need to be in the same server anymore. Oh my god. The fact that vanished look at it. I vanished and it broke immediately. They've got to fix stealth. They've got to fix stealth. I'm not sure what the problem is. Okay. Is this a... Oh god, this is assassination rogue. Yeah, and she death. Look at that. She death proc right there. I don't know. I feel like I feel like I hope the higher HP counts are going to make a big deal. Going from, I think it was double the HP that I had. Look at this, 499. And this is Fury. It's so dumb. It literally hits me and heals off of it. I can understand them being able to heal to a certain percent. And again, healing has gone crazy, to the point where it's not fun to do PGs, because you need dampening in the game to do anything. Unless you have ridiculous burst, um, you know, you're not really gonna have fun. I need 2 people to take down 1 person most of the time. The I don't know, maybe it's a rogue type of thing. But we'll see what happens as we get up a little bit higher and I have a little more HPs to deal with some of the cooldowns that some of these people have. That guy was, I outgeared that warrior too. Let's see, there's the Fury Warrior again. Okay, great. Oh, good. What the hell? It's funny that they talk about CC being removed from rogues. Oh my god. They nerfed gouge and kidney shot. Kidney shot I think is 30 seconds now. It used to be 20 cooldown. It's not as big of a deal for me, but it's just funny that that's what they talk about. What the hell got me into combat? It's funny, I'll be walking along and I'll randomly get knocked out of stealth. Where did this really happen? I forgot the BG, but I was randomly just walking along and I just got knocked out of stealth. I used to hate cheat death, but 20% for feint? Oh, I don't know. Maybe again, I'm hoping that as the HP's pool gets bigger, that will fix some of the problems that they have with this guy has 287 HPs. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I think that was a tank. But I need 2 people. It's so funny. 20 years I've been playing a rogue for. 20 years. But again, I hope that the healing comes down. I hope that the burst comes down. I hope that's more of a setup type of game. But it seems like the games are going more towards yeah, you notice everybody stays together, especially when it's a rogue. Granted, I probably should not be standing here, but especially with the way that stealth is right now, normally I wouldn't care. Yeah, their whole team is right here. They're gonna lose this one. Wow, I've won 2 BGs straight in a row. Now I'm done with all my honor gear, but I will. Should I upgrade? I guess I should upgrade. Oh man, that's gonna be. Let's see if I can stumble across something. What is this rogue doing? He's dancing back and forth. Granted, what's so funny uh about assassination is you lose everything and you try to make up for it in the damage component area, but I don't know. I feel like every single expansion, assassination gets totally gutted as far as its damage. It starts out at the beginning of the expansion pretty solid in damage. I don't know, its damage is pretty terrible right now considering everybody else has ridiculous cooldowns. What did I get? Let's see how many killing blows. Oh my god, I got no killing blows. 4 deaths. Oof. But from a PvE perspective, the expansion is pretty good. Um, I completed all of the quests in the first area, which granted wasn't too hard. Then I tried to continue that streak over to the second area that you go to, which essentially is right here, the Ringing Deep. And man, did I fail completely at this. I tried to do as much as I possibly could. This is your main city. Um, it's pretty cool. It's like a dwarf city underground, and it's all of the surf and bow. Oh man, I forgot the name of the dwarf, but of the dwarf race that is. But it's essentially pretty good. This whole area is pretty good. It's very underground. It reminds you of the Underdark from Forgotten Realms. Um, this area is where I am right now. You can see the purple of the essentially their sun. They believe it's their sun. Probably should have listened to the quest line a little closer, but to give you an idea, I fly over there, but you can take fly path. You can do here's the other thing too. So in Dragonflight they added dragon flying. So as you see on my crow from Legion, I think they gave this out to rogues. I can do my dragon flying. Essentially, also once you get Pathfinder, which is I think this expansion. I think it's. Look up the expansion. Let me look up the adventure guide. But essentially, I think it's you uncover the entire area. Once you uncover the entire area, you get old flying, which is you can fly in place. One of the things that I didn't like was was how much of a minigame it became flying was. I didn't appreciate that for Dragonflight. They fixed some of that. From the perspective of when you're flying around, it's easier to control. If you play Dragonflight, it's easier to control. You also seem like you get your vigor back faster, which is essentially your energy for this flying. But overall, it's pretty good. I mean, the graphics, I'll say this is the best that WoW has looked in a very long time. I have a pretty good PC. I should play when the Space Marine 2 comes out. I should be able to play it at max graphics. But still, like, this looks good. I will give them credit for how well that this looks. They did a very good job as far as visually making it World of Warcraft again. And what I mean by that is the last couple expansions have been, I don't know, Dragonflight was just boring and convoluted. BFA was okay. Shadowlands is weird. Like you went to heaven and hell. And then even Legion, when you went to I know that the Burning Legion plays a big part in this, but like when you played original Warcraft and you played Warcraft 2, it was even Wrath of the Lich King, it was eras that were fantasy, more fantasy than outer space related, than science fiction related. So I'm glad that this has become more so. So it no I would say I haven't looked at the graphic requirements, but I haven't had any slowdown since Shadowlands, and I think did I have the same computer for Shadowlands? No, I didn't have the same computer for Shadowlands. Dragonflight, I bought a new PC, but um, I don't know. I don't think it's that much more powerful. I mean, WoW, to be honest with you, is not a state-of-the-art game. Certain portions of it, the fact that I have view find out as far as I can go, and I still have, I think, 60 frames per second. Right, this is as far as view as you can go, and I still have 60 frames per second. But I think, yeah, I think it Shadowlands bored the hell out of me. Yeah, I think I don't know. Dragonflight bored me, and also the first season of PvP Dragonlands. I couldn't get above 1600. The first time that's ever happened. Most of the time, the first week, 2K. Um, I literally couldn't break. I quit the game. I stopped playing Shadowlands at the first season. Then it came back. I think the third season. I started playing it. But yeah, I don't think that they've. I don't think that's more intensive. Again, granted, it's better looking. But I would say that WoW has never been a very graphic intensive game. It's been out for over 20 years. So I think I don't think it's much more uh, required than Shadowlands, to answer your question. Hopefully Frostbite in that long roundabout way I want about it. So um, yeah, I'm overall I'm happy with the expansion. I'm very happy. Um, I think they did a good job of bringing back what made WoW WoW, and I would definitely from a PvE perspective, um, I would definitely recommend playing it. I would definitely recommend playing it. I think this is one of the quests concerned front. I think this is the campaign quest. No, Lamplighters 2D. Where is this quest? Rolent, scare, prisoner, blah blah. Lights out. So this is the main city. But thought I got a quest here. Yeah, I do. Over here. Inside. Okay.
Fear not the darkness. Follow the flame.
See what I mean by so when you talk to Thanos, when you talk to the NPC, the mod brings it in close, and it's a better perspective. Um, this isn't standard Wildfire. This is obviously the add-on. You had it before, but it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Fund. I think I got this quest from I think the main, the first area. Oh, Warzone Gulch. So all of you guys remember this one. So let's see everybody's gear. 590. So everybody should be. Am I a top gear person? No. Evoker is one of the top geared. Warrior is top gear as well. Mage is top geared. Rogue is sort of. Yeah, Rogue is sort of. So what is the Rogue spec? Let's say. Rogue spec is outlaw, and he's just gonna bore people to death. I don't know. I don't know what the whole deal with outlaw is. When outlaw was changed over to combat, and they killed Red State, killing spree. Like killing spree does no damage now. Killing spree does no damage at all. So they killed killing spree essentially. They removed the immunity to it, and with that, outlaw is terrible. You see people play it on the tournament scene because of the CC and the because it's hard to kill rogue in general. Well, after changing this past expansion, I don't know about that, but um, I don't know. Outlaw does no damage, and it's all reliant upon um procs. Not fun. Not fun at all. At least from a subtlety perspective, if you look at the three rogue specs, subtlety suffers from not having the cleave damage, even though they've added cleave damage this past expansion. And also from healers having ridiculous cooldowns and people having cooldowns upon instant cooldowns to keep themselves alive. So, so the quest add-on is called Narcissus. I'll put in the description after this video is over. After the stream is finished, I'll put also Icy HUD or Ice HUD, which is essentially the other. But Narcissus is the mod for. It gives you this, which is essentially your good view from a perspective of seeing your gear and for screenshots, and also for the quest queue. Yeah. They've at least they've graphically they've added some stuff to it so it looks better. But yeah, there's a huge fireball comes raining out of the sky. Alright, so I guess a Druid has it. Let's see. Yep. Oh, they're running with a bunch. Okay. Well, that's okay. Nobody cares about TR anymore. People will throw because everybody has cooldowns for stun and for everything. Nobody cares about TR anymore. They'll throw their stun out instantaneously. Flag. Alright, I'll see if I can take out this tank. We got a healer, we got a monk, and we got a priest. God, 3 healers. Look at this. I just want you guys to see this. Alright. Look at. Oh, I want you to see if anybody drops below 50% HPs. There we go. There. And he's topped. Now, what I did was I did a shadowy duel, so he's not targetable, but AE abilities will target them. Look at this. I don't understand. There's no way. See, even the dragon... What the... I just kicked him! I don't understand! They have, like, their own tree or something. Alright, finally. Jesus Christ. There's, like... I only killed him because there was, like, 3, 4, 5 DPS there. And because the healer outran, I mean, the DPS outran, oh, Jesus Christ. He's immune. Where's he immune? See what I mean by as far as, like, why did they add so much disintegrate? So I'll kick it, right? Can you tell me what... Oh, Jesus. Now... Alright, no big deal. I'm getting hit by... reflective shield, no problem. I'll grab the damage buff. So, was that a ret paladin? Yep, that was a ret pally. 2,500 mana. 6,700 hit points. I'm not sure exactly what he had. Again, he had a rope which enabled him to keep me snared and to not run away from him. Looks like my thing about hero talents not being all passive and not adding new things that are broken to the game are probably misinterpreted. This is the guy. Nope. We'll see if he jumps off his mount. Nope. Bubble. Well, at least he didn't kill me instantly. That's nice. What did he trinket? My blind. See, this is the kind of dumb shit that, like, people... What the hell? She just... Oh, boy. Look at that. I don't understand. Alright, looks like I can run it. Yeah. Alright, so... No, that's the other funny thing, is they enable lay on hands in PGs. Or in PvP. Remember when, having cooldowns... Okay. Oh. It just doesn't make sense. Again, cooldowns right now, especially paladins, just too disposable. Forget just disposable. I'm not sure why. I don't know. Let's see. I'm hoping that with the larger HP pools, that they're going to make the abilities. In other words, this is the highest damage that you're gonna see. The damage will be a little bit higher, but the HP pools will be increased to a certain extent. Oh jeez, this guy must have the biggest. He must think he's so good. 2, 3. So I really wish that. Oh my god. Oh my god, healer. Well, that's the whole team. What are you gonna do? Yeah, I just feel, oh god, it's too much healing. Too much healing has, I hope that the greater HP pools. What the? Oh boy, here we go. Okay, kill a rogue. I can kill another rogue. Congratulations. Again, I think the biggest problem is not having dampening in these BGs. Oh god. I wish that all healing was reduced by 40%. I think that is the biggest problem. You look at like any kind of like organized PvP, World of Warcraft PvP, or rated or ranked PvP. It's just, oh god, nothing happens until the people. Look at this. So you have a full escort, even at full, full damage that they're taking. They have full stacks on the character. What do they have right now? No increaser. God, there's so many cooldowns, so many buffs. Reckoning. Oh god, they need to simplify what World of Warcraft is. Thanks, America. How does that guy have 700 KHPs? You know what? I bet you he probably, as sad as it sounds, he did some PvE. For weapons. Although, I can't imagine that there are higher weapons than 643. Maybe there are. Also gotta get my own. Too many disposable cools. Hey. 214. I did it 3 times. Not too bad. Alright, I am going to go do quest now. Let me figure out. I want to do my next. I'm going to go do my next part of my campaign quest, which is here, Lamplighters. Wait a second. Lamplighters duty. Take the Empire's gift to L'Oreal's Crossing. Yeah. That's a delve. If I remember right, I'm in the main city area. Too far over. I think I am at the part where I think Arden was talking to the new chick part of the expansion. I would for anybody who's on the who's thinking of getting the expansion, I would definitely pick it up. I think they did a good job, and I think that they at least from my perspective, it's good. They returned the game back to what World of Warcraft was, essentially. Oh yeah, this is the starting area. I think this is the correct area. Fenris, L'Oreal's Crossing. Oh god. Lamplighters, should have seen the Lamplighters skiff. Why is that not coming up? Let me abandon it. Aha! Right there. When in doubt, get rid of the quest. Alright, so this... Alright. I'm going to explain really quickly. So, every time that the... essentially, their version of night happens, whenever this... Oh boy. Whenever this crystal becomes purple, they have to light the lamps, lamplighters, essentially, to ward off the evil that comes down, a part of the lore of why this happens, right? The new chick who's part, I think you'll see her right over here. She is missing an arm. She is missing an arm. She has a shield as part of... I didn't realize that. So her eyeball is messed up. She lost her arm. I think she lost it. I think this all happened to her. Later, Thanos. I think this all happened to her when the first time that essentially that went purple. There's Arden Wynn. He is a... I don't know. I'm undecided on the graphic. The new graphic of him. But these two look like... She's missing an arm. Again, she's missing an arm. But she's... It's pretty cool, the storyline. Take the Lamplighters gift. Okay, cool.
Carry the flame.
Alright, good.
Darkness. How long does it last?
Sometimes only moments, sometimes days. We lost so many the first time it turned. We will travel by air.
This is the first expansion, too, I would say, that I've actually kept the music on. Okay. One thing that I will say is they nerfed all the
To live under constant
I don't know how much harder that they made it, but from 70 to 80, the leveling, if you had your full gear from Dragonflight, the last Was it season 4?
Incoming. Use the lances on those enemies.
Oh, okay. Apparently I have to do something. Oh, I actually have to target them. This is pretty cool.
Good
Well,
work. You'd fit in well with us lamplighters.
no, well, I'm
As our
like
numbers dwindle,
stormtrooper there because I
something
literally
in
hit
their
like
face
nothing.
shaking. They turn to the whispers in the darkness. Look out! Here come more of those.
All right, here we
fiends.
go. Let's see if I can. Whoa. This guy up top there. Wow.
A behemoth.
Wow.
Quickly, take it down.
Excuse me? Why does it look like a... Oh boy.
Thank goodness. That was a small one.
Okay.
Monsters
That
can
was
take
a
out a
tiny
warship.
one apparently. A tiny octopus
We must
floating
hold to our
around.
faith in the sacred
It,
flame.
it reminds me of the
Ourselves.
Illithids from
And in each other if we are to
from
succeed.
D&D, which is pulled from another another
The flame burns.
another portion of it. So, all right. So Lamplighters duty, cool.
Kobis are raiding Sinner's Yearning. The army went ahead, but
Say no more. Our new allies and I will go to their aid. Seek shelter immediately.
All right. So Arden and the new chick with one arm. So we got a new quest here. Listing call, companion experience. Okay, so this is a delve. Delves are pretty cool. I've done the couple that have come up. Let's see if there's one over here. No. Lamplighters duty. At least I know where the quest is. Oh, cool. Alright. Got the quest to do the delves. Let's go do the delve. So the delve is essentially a better version of what they wanted. I would say during BFA, what they wanted island expeditions to be like. Let's go over here. When I start looking down to download Warcraft, my entire server's Warcraft. That is not a good sign, Mr. Frostbite. That is not a good sign. I would say, as long as you have enough, I think. I was surprised that the game took that much RAM space, or disk space to run. But I guess a game that's 20 years old that has that many expansions, it is going to be a big game. But to go to your point, yeah, probably not the best hallmark of a calling card for installing a WoW, and then all of a sudden your entire place goes down for power. So. Alright, let's find this delve. So I think I've done like 4 or 5 delves before. Alright, delve should be over here. And Magni Bronzebeard is the dude who comes with me. I think you get more people later on. Okay, alright, so it's down deep. Down. It's all the way down here. No. Okay. sinkhole on any difficulty. Let's see. Why can't I not find this delve? Is it part of this? No.
In hardship,
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. It's saying it's below me. But what is below me? Down here? Oh, wow. Jeez. This is definitely an expansion. Alright, so the delve, if you played it's interesting, if you played any of the Souls games, the entrance is very similar to the Souls type of whenever you're about to fight a boss. It's not a zone per se. They've changed it to look like this. To look very similar to how a Dark Souls game or Elder Ring looks. Let's see. Oh, I don't have any poisons on. That would have helped. Probably why the guy was jumping around like a Looney Tune in PvP before. Alright, so we'll activate this. Oh. Alright. Oh, wait. Alright, so tier 3. Yep. We'll enter. Okay. Boom, boom. It opens up. And I hop down. Now, this is going to be a solo experience, so you have one person to come with you. You can pick him to be a... Oh. Back to the entrance. You can repair. You can sell stuff. You can also change his gear loadout. So you can select him to be... Right now I have him at a level 8. I think I can change him to a healer if I want instead of a DPS, but as of right now, I haven't seen a need for a healer for a delve, so I haven't failed any delve. Now watch as I'm doing it right now. Oh wow, okay, so this is underwater. Wait a second. Okay. So I want to... Oh boy. You're tougher than I thought. But then again, I think this is also pretty max level? This is the first time at 80 that I've done it before. So far so good. So what's interesting is his abilities all based around a hunter. He actually drops an egg which makes a Tyrannosaurus Rex spawn. Oh great. Ah, so you do have to worry about your breath.
there is always hope if we choose to look for it. May
That's
Belador stay
interesting.
in the light.
You are an outsider, yes.
Alright, oversee. He'll spawn a dinosaur to come out and to assist. He throws a ton of steel traps around. You can switch out what gear he uses. what cooldowns he has for you also. Once you find some more. It's very linear. I would say there isn't much. There isn't much change. I was trying to see if there was a different way I could go on one of the delves I did, which are similar. But yeah, it doesn't. It seems like it's pretty straightforward. Okay. And there's a shark.
Let's keep a strategy in mind.
Alright. Wow, this shark is... Oh, there's two sharks, that's why. Wow, that's the first time I've died. That's the first time I've died on Delve. Wow. Okay. I've actually never died on Delve before. Just like I said, open my mouth, I knew I was gonna die. There we go. I got my breath back. Oh, I didn't go that far. Alright. See. What? Did I not target? I guess I didn't. I retargeted the wrong NPC. Either that or I just never retargeted the correct one. Because I did not. There's no point. Alright, so this is Wraith's egg. So he will attack it. Okay, we'll grab some more air. Jeez Louise. This is hard. Die! Jeez Louise. Alright, so far so good. We can... what? I don't think so. There might be, this expansion, no. Maybe if you were playing, if you had decided to pick up before, there might have been, some expansion, some, stuff, to give you like a free month or give you like a free whatever. I know over on Twitch they're doing, for this expansion, if you watch on Twitch, you get like a free mount from like some of the streamers or something like that. That's about it as far as I know. Again, if you had played before the expansion, I think they were giving you like free time or something to come back early. But for the during the expansion, I don't think so. I don't think so, Mr. Frostbite. What's funny is Frostbite was one of my favorite G.I. Joes. I loved him with the Snowcat. That was my favorite G.I. Joe for the longest time until the Rolling Thunder came out. I loved the Snowcat. Because as a kid, my favorite movie was just like I think most of the kids who grew up around this time was Empire Strikes Back. And I love snow. Anything that has to do with snow, I love snow. What the? Alright, let's get this Tyrannosaurus Rex out here. Oh, I should have. There's like these things on the floor which gives your guy more rep. Okay, I hurt myself. And it isn't timed, thank God. Like most of the instances are timed, so you mythic instances are timed. This doesn't seem like it's timed. Doesn't seem like there's a you get better rewards based upon how fast you do it. So at least from that perspective, you're not forcing yourself to rush through the experience, I don't think.
You are an outsider, yes?
Am I wrong, but I hope not. The thing too they have to fix is why during Shadow Dance can I not be stealth? Alright, so
The Emperor rewards the faithful.
good. Good. Okay.
We have
Let's see if
strayed
this
from
guy's gonna
favor.
turn. Nope. So far so good. Let me know if you have any issues running the game too, or if you feel like Shadowlands ran better compared to
Sacred flame guide your way, friend.
War Within. Because I'd be interested to see. I haven't. Again, I have a pretty powerful computer, and I just upgraded during Dragonflight, but
We will triumph.
I haven't seen anything that would make me question whether or not the recent expansion requires more hardware power to run. So,
We burn brightly together.
by the way, thank you for not thank you for watching the stream. I know I am slurring my words a little bit. I recently had surgery, so yeah, he's an awesome driver. It's a beautiful vehicle. Yes, yes. I wonder, to go back before I go on to another subject. I recently had brain surgery, so thank you for not complaining about my slurring of my words. Because normally I do not. I sound like this. I had surgery about 2 weeks ago to remove a tumor,
Warriors of the
so
sacred flame.
I'm feeling better. I think about 2 weeks ago I had surgery, so
We will triumph.
alright, so the next portion, I have a mini quest. So this is what I was talking about. You'll get these little curios on the ground, and it will give your guy additional XP. So he's 27% to the next XP level.
We are the warriors of the sacred flame.
There's also Harrison Jones, if you remember from playing the other expansions. He's down here too. Yeah, I should have taken so the other hero talents probably better for this. Because they'll cleave multiple enemies. Let's talk this. I will repair. I think I died. Yeah, I died one time. Alright, so this is all cleared. I'm at least halfway through the delve. If you did BFA and you did the do the island expeditions. This is better than like island expeditions because the island expeditions turned into wind up just pulling the whole zone, and it wasn't. Oh god, it wasn't very fun. When I click on the quest, it doesn't bring up the cool quests like yours. So, right after I finish this, I will confirm that I thought it was just... At least I thought it was. Okay. So when he goes bloodthirsty, you just run away from him. Okay. So were you able to download the full game? No problem? Oh, shooter, sorry. So, let's see. So download the Narcissus add-on, but when I click on the quest, it does bring up the cool quest. Okay. Two things. I think that it is. Alright, it is... Narcissist. Database. Alright. Do you have all of these? All of these achievements, bag filter, barbershop, database, gamepad, etc. It's not. Make sure you have all of these. Oh, dialogue UI. The other one is dialogue UI. I apologize. Let me put that in the chat. The AG. It's made by the same person who made the Narcissus add-on. G. Jeez Louise, I am bad at spelling right now. D-I-A. Oh God. So it's dialogue. Oh, I forgot to.
Take a wee rest.
It's dialogue UI. Is the name of the additional one that you need. So I apologize. I forgot. It's two because I was watching Belial, and he was the one who recommended both of them. But yeah, try dialogue UI. Let me know if that works. I would definitely recommend it because I played doing the quest and everything. It felt a lot better using the dialogue UI than not than not having it. Especially let's see, than not having it because one thing I noticed is it's easier to get into the quest with this add-on and to follow along with what's actually going on in the storyline. Surprised Blizzard hasn't done something like that. Oh God. Yeah, I definitely should have. I definitely should have taken the other talents. think I'm okay. Wait, what? Oh no, not one of these. Oh my god. Right before I get to the... Alright. Wow, I've died twice. Look at that. Good, good, good. I'm glad, Shooter. Good, 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 good. Let me know if you like the add-on too. It makes it much easier to follow the quest. It makes it a lot easier to follow what's actually going on in the game. What's going on in the quest especially, so. If I could stop, I think I died one time to an NPC and one time to not breathing long enough. And this is a quest. Oh god, I hate these type of quests. Alright, so am I trying to break all the balls? I wish that there was some type of explanation. Yeah, they probably explained it when I probably wasn't paying attention. Either you're trying to make all the balls. Okay. Let me go grab a life. What the? Okay. Okay. Alright. I give up. I just want to kill some stuff. Alright. Let's kill you. Yeah, see, if I had taken the other... Oh, actually, can I resurrect right now? Let's see if I can resurrect. No, I'm probably in combat. Oh, not in combat. Let me see if I can resurrect. Good, I can. Alright, good. This gives me essentially my abilities that get common points will clear. Yeah, this is much easier. No, I feel like a repelli all the time.
You won't hit us with that one.
Break open this dinosaur. Thank God when you vanish, because Sub, one of my big things is being able to vanish and get my... Oh no, did it pull it too far? Oh lord. I think it pulled too far. Oh god. What? Yup, it pulled too far. Oh god. Alright, at least I'm cleaving correctly. Almost done. Almost. Come on. I don't know how to kick for that one. Alright. Is that it? Treasure room. Alright, cool.
How to deal with this one.
So you see, we'll grab this chest over here. That will give some appearance, but the treasure room is actually pretty good. So, heavy trunk, heavy trunk. Oh, okay. And then you just touch these extra pieces for your gold you received during the run. And this guy gains some XP. You just click this to exit the delve. And that's it. That is it. And then you finish your delve. Did I finish the quest? That is a deep... Yeah, I finished the quest. This one right here. So overall, yeah, I'll say this. The delves are much more enjoyable than the Island Expedition were. Has been made an active form. I felt the same way as you, Frostfade. When I went to download, because I got rid of it. I got angry at WoW. I always get angry at WoW. I got angry at WoW. Downloaded, got rid of all my add-ons. It was one of the reasons why I did a fresh reload and I cleaned up all my add-ons. But I looked at it, I was like, oh my god, 4 gigs. I couldn't believe how big WoW was. I really couldn't. But with all the expansion packs, I think I've read on somewhere, somebody posted, I don't know, WoW forum board or Facebook post. Oh, there's so many expansions, so many things to do. People complain about things. Yeah, well, the game's 20 years old. I would hope that the game, that it would have a lot of stuff to do, especially if you're new to the game. But if you're old, if you've been playing the game, you know, there isn't really that much to do if you've been playing the game consistently for the better part of I'm in my 40s now. For about half of my life, I've been playing WoW for, so probably not something I want to freely admit, but overall, I would say at the end of the day, this expansion is a return to the fun aspects of what WoW was. I think having a large portion of the original, one of the original of the voice of Thrall, I forgot his name, Chris Metzen, returned to WoW. And I think that he helped right the ship as far as what the game actually is. Oh wow. Alright, good. Actually, an airship 6 placed in this hole. Okay, cool. Wow, look at that. Quality of life. Because I dropped down all the way down. I was wondering how the hell I was going to get back. But with Chris Benson returning after all the problems they had with with the WoW and the game and all the political and issues that they had with the game, it's a good return to WoW. I know that people.
Always be prepared.
What did I?
The shadows.
Good deed delivered. Okay. Oh, look at that. Achievement completed. I agree. I'm loving this expansion. Everything it has to offer. Yeah, I've had nothing. Again, the biggest problem that I have is PvP, but I've always had a problem with PvP. The game, to expect WoW to do PvP right is a huge endeavor. They haven't gotten WoW PvP right since, I would say. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. It all started to go downhill in MOP. Um, but you know, once they started going away from the original design of WoW, being your PvP trinket, and all the strategies related to based upon that, um, I feel like the game has gotten away from what it was. But this expansion is good. Returning to what WoW made it well. It's only 100 gigabyte download, but hey, gotta be dramatic. Yeah, but still, it for what it is, for a 20-year-old game, it's still a lot. It's still a lot. From what I mean, it's been around for 20 years. It's still a lot for this expansion. So, but this expansion, I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll enjoy it, Frostbite. I think you'll enjoy it. Shooter, obviously you're already enjoying it. Um, uh, yeah, and some of the um, add-ons help with that. They help smooth out some of the stuff that doesn't work too great, or they haven't really put the time into. But they have put the time into this expansion. I mean, this looks beautiful. Warcraft, yeah. Oh jeez, I remember Evercrack. If you play EverQuest, oh man, that was the first. Actually, EverQuest and MMOs is what got me to learn how to type. I never could type. I never could use a computer until I got into MMOs back in, I think it's 96, 97 is when I got it. Oh, well, I got into EverQuest, but. Alright, well, I appreciate all of you guys jumping on and watching. I want to do another stream. I'll put in the description also some of the Ice HUD as well as Dramatic, as well as the UI for the quests. I think it's called Dramatic UI. But I'll put that all in there. I appreciate you guys coming and jumping on and watching the stream. I think I'm gonna do another live stream for WoW probably this weekend, if not Friday, just because I get tired. And I'm all set. I think I'm just gonna wind up doing the quest. I'll probably do some more PvP, because I'll probably be bored, and I'll probably just level up my gear, because you can upgrade your honored gear to a higher item level, and I'll probably upgrade my weapons just to make the PvE experience easier. And we still have a number of days till the expansion, till the PvP season starts, and then you guys will have some fun. If you guys want to watch some PvP, Rogue and Shadow Priest 2s, also do. I'll try to do some RPGs. But also do Soul Shuffle. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you got something out of it. I'll put some of the add-ons that I use in there, and let me also know in the comments if you guys would want to me do a video or do a live stream. I'll show you how to set up Icy HUD for your particular character. All right, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Wraith out. Later, guys.